Hello, hello. How are you? I am Natalia Gentilcore, and in this video, I'm going to share with you an experience I have, an experiment I made on myself of not having a phone for 1 month. And I wanted to share that experience. I make some notes here so I don't forget what I wanted to share and where I can start. The beginning of the year, I wasn't feeling the push of, oh yes, 2025, let's go, all that energy. I felt more like I need a little bit more of rest and introspection. So what I decided is to have a month of silence to connect with myself and to do work on me and say, okay, and listen what I really want to do. And my next steps was mainly for that. So I say in social media, I also say to my family and friends that during February, I'm not going to be connected to the phone unless there is an emergency. And as soon as I made that commitment to myself, there were some testings of the universe telling me, are you truly committed to do that? People asking me, oh, but what happened if I need you? Or, oh, Natalia, maybe I need you for this. Can you help me with this during February? Or the main one was the last day of January, one day before February starts. I moved home and there was an issue at home. And I thought, oh no, seriously, this happens just one day before I'm going to switch off from the phone. And at some point, I asked myself, maybe you should stop doing this and doing another time or shorter time until you resolve this issue at home. And I said, no, this is a test, Natalia, this is a test. Depends how you react, depends how you act into this situation is how it will show your own commitment to yourself. And I noticed that and I say, trust. And here it takes a lot of trust in yourself, in your own power of creation to understand that that was a test. I call it test because I know I had this type of experience every time I commit to do something important for me. I had those tests. Life showed me situations of experience of people that triggers me to see if I really committed to the, and I noticed that many times. So I said, this is one of them. So I decided I'm going to switch up for a month, and I did. And I'm so glad that I did because it was a beautiful experience. The first first weekend, I read an entire book. I read an entire book in 2 days. A book that I had on my shelf for more than 2 years, entirely. And I say, wow. The focus and the energy that we spend in the phone is tremendously. And when you don't have it, you realize that you can do many things. You can focus and be fully present. And I am a very present person. So, but even more, I was like, wow, this is amazing. Another important point I noticed is the guilt. Sometimes unconsciously, we feel guilty for not replying messages. And this time, because I told most people, everyone, that I was going to be without phone, I didn't feel guilty for not replying, for not responding messages. But made me realize that when I had the phone, sometimes I felt the anxiety of the need to reply others because that instant response that others may be expecting or may be waiting. So it's becoming more aware of your reaction, of your relationship with the messages, the responses, your relationship with other people through the communication, through the phone. And that was like, interesting, Natalia, something to start to put boundaries in yourself and in others and saying, look, this is for me, works better if I maybe make the call. That's something I told to my family. I prefer to make calls because I saw you and we can have a conversation instead of sending thousands of messages through WhatsApp. Another one that I noticed as well, it was WhatsApp groups. I have many WhatsApp groups. And to be honest, most of them doesn't, they don't, now I have the word in Spanish and not in English. It doesn't give any value to my life. So I'm going to start leaving most of the group. So don't take it personally. It's mainly because I feel like my phone needs a clearing. My life needs some clearing. And it's okay. If it's not that I'm not going to be in contact with those people, it's that the relationship, it will become more personal, individual, one-to-one. That's something I personally enjoy the most. That was another point I noticed a lot. I said, oh, that's interesting. Another one is made me realize also how life is slowed down. When you don't go out with your phone, even if you feel energies, you will notice you feel light. There is no energy transfer between you and the phone. There is no, I don't know how to explain you. It's light. You feel lightness. And I'll encourage you to try by yourself and see one day without phone, entire day, not taking the phone anywhere, and you will notice the difference. And you may say, oh, no, but I cannot be without my phone because I have children, I have a family I need to take care of, I have work. Well, again, you tell the people before that you are going to be without the phone during half a day or during the day and do something for yourself. That's the point. It's not like you are going to disappear. No. You tell the people what you're going to do. And it will help you a lot in terms of stress levels, in terms of anxiety levels. It will help you to lower that bar and become that balance that you need in your life to connect with something, to listen to what you want, to listen what your body needs, and maybe needs rest, maybe needs some food, maybe needs some connection with nature, wherever it needs. What else? Let me see. Some friends were seeing me without the phone and asking me, how do you do without to not check your WhatsApp or your Instagram? Do you have an application or do you delete the app? Say no. And in that moment, I realized, Natalia, wow, what a commitment and discipline to your inner work to not check the phone. It's basically a commitment and to yourself, to your to what you said to yourself. If you compromise with your words, you say, I'm going to do this, and you do it. That's the commitment. And that's why I noticed I needed to have that commitment to myself, to my inner connection, to not check the phone or not check the applications. And wow. And that was inspiring for my friends as well. And they're willing to try one day or one weekend without the phone. And that's amazing. Because that's the idea. The idea is that you don't take this as that's absolutely true. No, it's for you to try in yourself and check by yourself, by your own experience, how that affects you. Something that I think it was one for myself, one of the most important points I realized is the comparison. Comparison. Why? That was important at the end of the month. Finish the month, and I started to check the messages. I started to check the socials, and I say, "Oh, but this person is doing this person is that, and you didn't do anything." And I was like, "Oh, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back." Natalia, come back to the middle. And this is important. Why? When you don't know your north point, when you don't know your own gift, your own natural abilities, your own passions, the natural gift that you came here to give to the world, that you came here to share with humanity, your services, your offering, wherever it is, when you don't know you tend to see something else and you say, yes, I want you because that person is doing it and I want you too. But remember, your journey is unique to yourself. That person is doing that because it's their journey. That person is doing that because they have their uniqueness, the unique gift that they need. They came here to this world to share it. Those are not yours. You need to know yours in order to, when that happens, because it will happen, that you will compare yourself with others, you come back to the center and say, wait. What I am doing, why I am doing it. Come back to your why and focus again into your own path, not in someone else's path. And that was key. That it took me seconds to realize that I said, whoa, what is going on? And it will happen again for sure. But the key here is to, I'm sorry, my love, keep touching her. The key here is how fast you can notice those things for you to come back to your center and to say, and it's okay. Don't judge yourself for feeling that. It's okay. It's fine. We are humans. We will feel that. And come back and say, okay, let's refocus. Why we are doing what we are doing and from what place we are doing it. That's the most important part. From what place we are doing what we do. And I'm celebrating myself because I did what I told myself that I was going to do. That for me is huge. I'm so happy to be without the phones 1 month and encourage you to try by yourself and see how do you feel. See how if you notice any changes, if you notice any pattern that you were following. It's more an inner inner knowledge, inner wisdom, and knowing yourself more. Take it as an experiment, like I did. It could be with a phone, it could be with something else. It's an invitation. Take it or leave it. For now, it's all I'm going to share. And I send you a lot of love. Bye bye.